mateys, and welcome back to Squid Island! Today is a busy day indeed. We've already got mail from Squid Bank. There's something going on over there, which looks like somebody's been going to the nether. But apart from that, I don't really see a whole lot else. Polly's still chilling in his little cage, of course. Look at that. It's not really a little cage. I tried to make it as big as I possibly could. But listen, I've got a busy schedule today. First thing I want to get done is check out what this mail is from Squid Bank. Bank statement. Okay, what does that mean? Whoa. Your Squid Bank account statement, member number 2, that's me. Tier gold, that's also me because I donated a lot to the bank. New balance, golden apples 2, gold ingots 5, emeralds 24, heart of sea 2, interest paid 12 emeralds. Whoa, dude, that's crazy. So I made 12 emeralds just from being a part of the Squid Bank. If I can ask you for one thing though, Squid Bank, it's not a big deal or anything, but can you stop removing the sand underneath here? I'm getting a bit tired of it. Wait, the bank is now made out of quartz, dude? Whoa, that looks great. But yeah, like I said, no big deal about the sand. I can fix that in like 0.2 seconds anyway, dude. I guess I should say, by the way, oh, look at that awesome flag in the background. Sorry, I got distracted. I recently visited Jelly in real life, so if you watched his previous Squid Island video, you would have seen me in it in the background. That was just a little gag we did, but what it made me realize was that I need to make a full set of diamond armor, and luckily, we are very rich, so I can just go ahead and do that. Beam, ba, boom, ba! We got it on, buddy! I actually kind of don't want to wear it because I'm so happy with my skin, but now we've at least got it, which means I can replace the boring, old, the bad, iron armor, and we can just retire that like right here. Good. Now, since Jelly also got a full set of diamond armor, I've been thinking, how do I make myself better than that? And my answer to that is very simple. We need to make something that all of you are very familiar with already because I have made it before. We need an automated sugarcane farm. Because I want to be able to enchant things, buddy. Oh, and look, all my wheat has grown. Okay, let me just bling, blang, look at that, dude. And we've now got more bread once again. The only bad thing about this farm is that I guess it's not really automated if you want to get technical. Like, I still have to plant things again. But let's not get that technical, okay? That doesn't help anybody. But when I say that the sugarcane farm is gonna be automated, it really is. And I'm actually gonna do the same design that I've already done before. But that's not the only thing I want to get done today. We also need to replace the pirate shack once again. It is time for an upgrade. It's time for me to actually build a proper base this time. I'm sorry it took me so long, guys. Oh, and before I forget, just like the Reddit actually gave me this skin, they also told me to do something that I had completely forgotten about. Because in the language settings, I can change it to pirate speak. So now, my game will be in pirate speak. Like, for example, on board and plundered to go back. Spectacles is my... It's my option settings. Picture packs, that's texture packs. And, well, you get the point. Now everything is in pirate speak. Return to the battle, matey. This is so dumb, but I love it. All right, well, enough jibber-jabbering. We actually need to get building on our sugarcane farm. So I want to use a lot of the same materials as we did for the other farm because that just makes the most sense, right? So let me get out all the wood that I can and let's start building this bad boy up. I do want to make it like on top of this. I think that's gonna look really good if I do that. Okay, remove the corners like so, and then we just kind of go up from here. I mean, now that Jelly also got diamond armor, this is the only way we can really say that we are stronger than him is by enchanting ours. So I'm gonna do it just to spite him, basically. That's how good of a friend I am. Okay, let's connect all of this up. It doesn't have to be very tall yet because I think, just like in the first series on Squid Island, that I'm gonna stack my farms on top of each other because my island is very small. So I don't really have a lot of space to work with. We gotta go up instead of expand, basically. Oh, I forgot. I actually need a bunch of glass, but luckily I have been prepping a little bit. Like all of this right here. I mean, that's plenty. Put that across there because one thing we need to make sure is that our farm underneath us still gets enough light for that to still prosper and grow. If it doesn't, then I've kind of just shot myself in the foot, haven't I? Now for actually starting the planning. So we're gonna need to... Cup of glass. Wait, they changed the items as well? Pickaxe or diamond? Hatchet or diamond? Dude, this is awesome. Peg leg or diamond? Bro, I didn't know that. Coffer. Pebbles. Okay, pirate speak is awesome. Anyway, I need to fill these bad boys with water. Pretty simple stuff because we need to make mud. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now that's mud. That's mud. That's mud, and that's mud, and finally the last one is also mud now. Then we take our planks of jungle and sort of go like that. Water bucket there, water bucket here. Gosh dang it. Boom, buddy! Now I simply have to gather sugarcane, and luckily for me, because Jelly has his turtle sanctuary over here, which, by the way, it looks like he's expanding on. It's a little bit crazy, but luckily for that, I've actually got sugarcane, so I can't be too mad at it right now. Maybe later I'll be mad. I just realized I can't get in on my own land. I have put a wall around my own land, and now I can't get in. Anyway, thanks, Turtle Sanctuary, because now I can actually beat your owner in being OP. Because I'm gonna make endless amounts of bookshelves, and then I'm gonna enchant, dude. Okay, let me take the pistons out and the redstone. What is this called? Raised deck. Okay, you know what? Pirate speak is epic. I had no idea that it changed every single item's name, but I love the creativity on that. Okay, now the observers go that way. Is that right? Yeah. The eyes need to face... Oh, not that way. That way. That way. That way. Nailed it. Nailed it! Bing, bang, boom, bang, bing. And that's pretty much it. The farm is going to work now, but obviously I'm gonna make some hoppers so that... Didn't I already make hoppers? Am I blind right now? I'll go make some hoppers then. Okay, now all I've got to do is put this underneath the hop. I could have done this a smarter way. I realize that now. But hey... To each his own, and this is how I apparently wanted to design it. It wasn't really, but hey, it makes me feel better when I say it like that. Okay, now we've just got to build up around it, and then our automated sugarcane farm is done, dude. This is it. It's like the easiest farm ever to make. Obviously, they haven't grown yet, but just trust me, it works, okay? And when we come back from our next adventure, you guys will see that it is working and that we've got sugarcane stacking up, all right? And voila! The farm is almost done. Still need to do the sides and stuff, but you get my point. Yeah, I actually don't think that looks half bad. It kind of fits in with, like, my simple design, and yeah, I like it. Maybe, though, we'll add some vines eventually, but... That's something we can worry about later. Now, on to our next mission. This whole thing needs to go, dude. It is time for us to actually build a proper house. And like I told you guys, when I built this, it was temporary. But now, I am building my actual permanent house. Well... You know, I don't want to promise anything, but at least it's gonna last longer than a couple of weeks, okay? I can promise you that much. And I already kind of know what I want to do. Since I'm a pirate, there are a lot of enemies out there that pirates have to worry about, right? So what do pirates need most of all? Height. To look over the oceans and see if there's any enemies coming. So we are building a pirate watchtower. Alright, so it obviously needs a starting point. This is so hard for me to figure out right now. By the way, would it look cool to make it out of that? Maybe? Does that go well with what I had in mind of like, oh, it's just called rock. What is this called? Bricks of rock. I like how simple that is. Okay, does that go well together? Yes. It kind of does, but it's not, it doesn't feel very piratey. I feel like it needs to be the original planks. So now that we've got that down, it's pretty simple. We basically just need to go big or go home at this point. Okay, then it kind of needs to go straight a little bit. We don't have that much room to work with here in the back, actually. So maybe we don't have to... It has to kind of go like this then, right? Oh, okay, I hope it's gonna work out. I kind of have a vision of what I want to do, but it's hard to do it with the tiny island that I have, which... By the way, tiny island, completely my fault. I am blaming absolutely nobody for that. That is all me, okay? Okay, now, how should we do it with the brick? This is such a hard build for me, because I'm trying to keep in mind that I'm a pirate, but also, how do I do that? I've never been a pirate before. This exact series, okay? It's not something I'm really used to, man. Like, that actually looks kind of cool in my opinion. Let me try to put it all the way around. And then if that's what we're going with, then that's what we're going with. And I can always add, like, finer details after. But right now, I just want to plop down kind of what my head is thinking. And it's not really thinking a lot of things like usual. But I think this sort of looks... cool. That goes there. Then we bring this across again. And I'll show you guys in just a second how it looks now that I've sort of added like a second layer to it. I want this thing to be kind of tall and huge. That's sort of what... Wow, I think that looks sick from the inside at least. Okay, let's look at the outside. Whoa, that looks cool, dude. I like that. All right, I think that works. Okay, so far, so good. Now for the actual, like, watch tower part is that we obviously need a way to, like, look over everything, right? Like a place to stand, basically. That's the most important part of a freaking watchtower anyway. How do you think I'm gonna look for my enemies down there, dude? That's not gonna work. Now, I gotta install some safe railing too, because I do not want to fall off. I know pirates are not really known to be the most responsible people, but I am gonna make sure that if anybody visits my little tower here, that they don't trip and fall, and I don't want to get sued by anybody either, okay? So we're gonna make it safe. It's 2024, everybody. We gotta think of safety too. Look at the view from up here, though. Well, I mean, that's a great view, too. I didn't really think about the fact that I might want to go over the pirate flag. But that's kind of too late now. At least we can keep track of Jelly and the seas. I guess we don't need to know what Josh is up to, really. All right, now I think we're pretty much done. The rest of the details I am going to do in between videos. That was actually really risky, but I'm glad I did it. Look at that pirate outpost. I think I nailed it, dude. Especially with the vines around and everything. Oh, it looks good. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I have time for today. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Take care. Arr.